Welcome to Star News Channel. Questioned on IPO investigation. And today we have some hot and global news to share with you. Jolted when news broke that Si-hyuk, the visionary founder of HYBE Corporation and the mastermind behind BTS, had been summoned by police for questioning. For years, Bang has been celebrated as a genius architect of the K-pop empire, transforming a small agency into one of the most powerful entertainment companies in the world. But the glare of success is now clouded by allegations linked to HYBE's initial public offering and financial practices, casting a cinematic shadow over the man known as Hitman Bang. The scene is set like a thriller unfolding in real time. Authorities reportedly launched the investigation following suspicions of irregularities during HYBE's explosive market debut. The company's IPO in 2020 was a watershed moment for South Korea's cultural industry, instantly turning artists into shareholders and cementing HYBE's global dominance. But with staggering profits and dizzying stock valuations came whispers of manipulation, insider dealings, and blurred lines between corporate strategy and personal gain. Those whispers have now grown loud enough to summon the most powerful figure in Korean pop music to a police station. For fans of BTS and investors in HYBE, the implications are enormous. The company is not just another entertainment label, it is a cultural juggernaut that has redefined the role of music in global society. Its artists have performed at the United Nations, broken streaming records, and rewritten the map of international stardom. The possibility that its foundation may have cracks is not just a legal story but a cultural drama with global stakes. Bang Si-hyuk's journey itself reads like a screenplay. Once a producer with modest ambitions, he built BTS from the ground up, betting on authenticity and emotional storytelling rather than formulaic pop. The gamble worked. Within a decade, BTS evolved from underdogs in a saturated market to the world's biggest boy band, bringing HYBE along with them. Bang became both mentor and mogul, crafting not only songs but a vision of music as a universal language. His reputation was one of foresight, daring, and relentless innovation. That reputation now faces its harshest test. Insiders describe the investigation as methodical, probing financial records, corporate communications, and decisions made during HYBE's rapid expansion. Police sources remain cautious, but the symbolism of Bang being personally questioned is striking. It suggests that the authorities are not limiting their scope to mid-level executives but are willing to examine the very top of the pyramid. The stakes could include regulatory fines, investor backlash, or even criminal charges, though nothing has yet been proven. Meanwhile, HYBE has maintained a stance of calm defiance. The company has issued statements emphasizing its compliance with financial regulations and portraying the investigation as a routine inquiry. Behind closed doors, however, the mood is said to be tense. Employees reportedly worry that negative headlines could damage the credibility of ongoing projects, from album releases to film productions and gaming ventures. For a company that thrives on fan loyalty and global prestige, perception is as critical as profit. The timing of the controversy adds further intrigue. BTS has just reunited following years of military service obligations, and anticipation for their 2026 comeback album is reaching fever pitch. HYBE's ability to manage this return is crucial not only to its financial future but also to its cultural legitimacy. A cloud over Bang Si-hyuk could complicate these efforts, threatening to shift focus from music to scandal at the very moment when the world is watching most closely. Observers also note the broader context of South Korea's corporate landscape. The nation has a history of powerful conglomerates facing scrutiny for corruption and unethical practices. In that sense, HYBE's situation places it within a familiar narrative of ambition colliding with accountability. Yet the cultural stakes are different this time. HYBE is not just a corporation, it is the engine of Korea's soft power, exporting not only music but identity, language, and influence. The downfall of its leader would reverberate far beyond the stock market. For fans, the story evokes mixed emotions. Many express loyalty to Bang, crediting him with giving the world BTS and shaping a generation's soundtrack. Others fear that their idols may be tainted by association, even if the artists themselves remain uninvolved. On social media, debates rage between those who defend Bang as a visionary unfairly targeted and those who insist that no empire is above scrutiny. The drama plays out not only in newsrooms but also in fan forums, where speculation and emotion blur the line between reality and narrative. From a cinematic perspective, the image is striking. The man once portrayed as an untouchable producer is now answering questions under the harsh light of investigation. The contrast between glitzy stages filled with confetti and the quiet corridors of a police station is as dramatic as any scene scripted for film. It is a reminder that behind every global spectacle lies a human story, fraught with ambition, risk, and consequence. Whether this episode becomes a footnote or a turning point remains to be seen. If Bang and HYBE emerge unscathed, the controversy may even strengthen their legend, a tale of resilience against adversity. But if evidence substantiates wrongdoing, the fallout could shape not only one company but the global perception of K-pop itself. Investors would recoil, partners might hesitate, and rivals would seize the moment. The cultural narrative could pivot from triumph to cautionary tale. As the investigation unfolds, one certainty remains: the world is watching. Every development is magnified by the scale of HYBE's influence and the passion of BTS's global fandom. This is more than a corporate story. It is a clash of myth and reality, ambition and accountability, art and commerce. The saga of Bang Si-hyuk under investigation is not just news, it is a scene in the ongoing movie of global pop culture, one that promises suspense, revelation, and perhaps redemption. In the end, the fate of HYBE and its founder may hinge not only on the evidence but also on the story they choose to tell. Music, after all, is about narrative as much as melody. If Bang can frame this chapter as part of a larger journey toward transparency and reinvention, the company may yet rise stronger. If not, the echoes of this scandal may haunt the legacy of BTS and the empire they built together. Either way, the cameras are rolling, and the world is waiting for the next act.
What do you think about the stories we just covered? Don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments. And if this is your first time watching our channel, please hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with the latest buzz in entertainment. Thanks so much for tuning in.